Okay. Welcome to Sun in Sagittarius. So we're going to get set up and started in seated meditation, hips elevated, one heel in front of the other. And we'll switch partway through. So just setting yourself up now, getting comfy and cozy, propping up the hips. And Sagittarius season is just such a welcome light at the end of a Scorpio tunnel. In contrast to Scorpio, where we go deeply inward and deeply into our emotions, Sagittarius is really a sign of higher-minded ideas, philosophy, wandering. Its energy can be kind of aloof in its pursuit of external expansion. So in terms of astrology, it's the 9th house. Its symbol is Chiron, the wounded healer. And so there will be a lot of that incorporated into our practice today. Just taking that perspective of expansion. Fire also is such a nice welcome warmth after a watery period. But it will also renew a bit of inspiration and give us a new drive. So a lot of the themes that are coming up this time are things like developing skills, mastering skills, also seeking outward. So kind of like looking out in the landscape, and like if you're considering a career switch or shifting gears in that way, there's a lot of energy for that. But there's also a little bit of a detachment involved in that, which is kind of a beautiful thing. I think when you've gone through such deeply, particularly this year, it's nice to kind of feel detached a little bit and not as in the thick of things. So I'm not going to say too much more about it, but that's generally the kind of energies that are coming up. And I do have a reading up on my tarot channel for more about the energies, if you're interested in that. So we'll come now into meditation, and I have pulled cards for the elements and for the corners from the Shaman's Oracle. So we're going to call those guardians and those guides in. So if you wanted to close your eyes or soften your gaze, let your shoulders roll down the back. Maybe you place a hand on the heart. Maybe you place both hands on the heart. Listen to what feels intuitively right to you. And taking some long, slow, deep breaths into the belly. Filling the ribs. Filling the chest. And you may even feel that the breath travels up underneath the ears, expanding out the edges of your neck. And then releasing down, feeling your legs relax. Maybe you wiggle the toes to release some of the tension in your knees, your hips. Settling into this moment, settling into your breath. We come here today to maybe just to get a nice, beautiful practice for ourselves. Or perhaps we can feel the significance of Sagittarius. Maybe there's Sagittarius in our charts, or maybe just you can tell that this season is important for you and you're wanting to understand these energies through your body. So whatever brought you here today, maybe taking a moment to reflect on intention. feeling the warmth of your palm over your heart. As you breathe, begin to feel the warmth of your solar plexus at the center of your belly. And feel an energetic line drawn between heart and belly as they begin to connect. This is known as the cauldron of vocation. Power center of our body. So taking this time to feel the warmth extend from belly to heart and back. And from the north, we call the spirit of love. I am the spirit of love. I surround you at every moment of your life and touch every aspect of your being. I can guide you, transform you, turn your life upside down. I permeate everything around you, and I enable you to relate more positively to the life you live, to those who share it with you, and to the greater forces with which you interact. I am abstract and personal, distant and direct. My power is everywhere and transcends everything it touches. And in the east, the ancestor of guidance. I am the ancestor of guidance. I remember you, and so I watch over you. I guide your steps as you embark on your life path and counsel you as you make important decisions about the direction you will take. Because I am your family, however ancient, I know well the deepest places of your heart and soul and stand ready to assist you in discovering the path you need to follow. And in the south, the hunter of vision. I am the hunter of vision. Wherever I walk, wherever my arrow falls, I show the way toward a complete understanding of the world and the place of others within it. My sight is clear and far-reaching, and I understand truth and reconcile others to it, even when it is hard to accept. I seek the most profound values of life and the deepest awareness of spiritual truth. With me at your side, you will see more clearly and understand what further questions you need to ask. And finally, in the west, the hunter of paths. I am the hunter of paths. I track the way through the complexities of life, seeking pathways for those who call on me. I lead you by the best way I can find, avoiding dangers and wrong turnings, seeking out the quickest route or the longest, whichever benefits you most. I help you in times of uncertainty and when you feel lost or abandoned. Whatever the circumstances of your journey with me, at your side, I can help you find the best way forward. You may now call upon any guides, ancestors, energies, or entities, seen or unseen, known or unknown, that you wish to bring to your practice tonight, to guide not only your movements, but your visions, the space between your eyebrows. Taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and releasing out through the mouth. Inhale deeply. And exhaling, releasing any stagnation. Inhale. And releasing any doubts or fears. Finally, inhaling and releasing any limitations to your practice tonight. Feeling the tension melt out and down, releasing your hands down to your side. Walk the right fingertips out and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Tipping the chin down toward the chest. And rocking it back up toward the sky, keeping the ear toward the shoulder. You'll start to feel into the right side neck. And breathe into that space as you move the chin up and down gently. Pausing if you feel that you need to, if you find a space that is in big need. Two more rounds of breath. Gently rest your right hand on your right thigh. Extend the left fingertips out to the side and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Same thing on this side. You can always use the breath to expand out the edges of the neck. Bring the chin up toward the sky, and down toward the earth. Opening. Perhaps you notice tension in the jaw, seeing if you can release that tension or at least soften it. Pausing if you need to. Two more rounds of breath. And floating the head back to center, left hand lands on your left thigh. Send the hands out to the knees. Hollow out the belly. Tuck the chin in toward the chest. And hold here, lifting the belly up and in toward the spine, making space between the shoulder blades. And again, roll the chin from side to side. Moving through the back of the neck. So you can continue to breathe here as you pull your belly up and in, using your hands on your knees as if you were hanging from the edge of a cliff. Using some of that tension to open that space. Two more rounds of breath. And then float the head back to center, bring your spine straight. Rolling the shoulders back. Again, you can use and press into the knees, or if that's not available in your body, bring your hands up toward your hips and curve your spine, opening your chest. You can keep your eyes closed here once you know what you're doing. Tip the chin up toward the sky, and again, draw some circles or move from side to side. So we don't want any crunching in the back of the neck. Just a gentle sort of opening here. Moving from side to side. With your eyes closed, perhaps you see this movement from the inside out, lifting the belly up. Breathing into the ribs, into the neck. And come back to center. Step the right hand out to the right side, left fingertips reach up toward the sky. Ground the right palm, left fingertips reach over toward the right side. Opening the left side body. Breathe into the stretch. Inhale up through center and come over to the other side. I encourage you to close your eyes and we'll start to take a fluid movement. So moving the right hand in a circle in front of you, coming over toward the right side, turning chest and heart toward the sky. So this is a really fluid movement. From side to side, open the chest and heart toward the sky as you come over. 2 more rounds. Coming back to center, walk the fingertips forward, fold over the leg. So this could be palms just to the floor or forearms to the earth. Maybe you bring your forehead all the way down, listening to your body. Releasing tension in the feet and the knees. Let your head hang here. Walk the fingertips back. Send the legs out wide. So if you have a blanket underneath you, the blanket there. If you have a bolster, maybe coming off the side of the bolster. Turning the toes back towards you. Lift the chest and heart, roll the shoulders back, palms next to the hips. Sitting up nice and tall again. Close the eye. Begin to view your spine from the inside out. So seeing it stack. Maybe you imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of the head. Begin to walk the fingertips forward, folding over the leg. So again, you can bring your forearms to the earth. Maybe your palms stay here. You can also deepen this stretch by drawing the fingertips back towards you, rolling the shoulders down the back, keeping a straight spine. And once you've rested with that straight spine, if you like, you can fold forward. Releasing head, neck, and shoulder. Feel free to wiggle your toes if your knees are taking themselves too seriously here. For those of you whose knees cave in or lock, add a little micro bend. Begin to walk yourself up to seated. Extend the right arm out toward the right foot. Left fingertips reach up and over. Rotate chest and heart toward the sky. Maybe your left hand actually touches your right foot. If not, don't worry. Also, you could drop the right forearm to the earth. Or maybe you've got the fingertips up here. Modifying for your body. Inhale up. Arms out to the sides. Draw the backs of the hands toward one another. So we're opening the chest, opening the heart. And send the left fingertips out toward the outside edge of the left foot. Right fingertips up and over. Reaching for the left toes. Chest and heart rotate skyward. So there's a rotation in the middle back. Again, maybe forearm comes to the earth. Maybe you're up on the fingertips. Coming back up to center. We'll use our support again. And if you had the right foot in front before, bringing the left foot in front this time. Sitting up nice and tall. Gaze comes and draws inward. Hands to heart center. We'll inhale the arms up, keeping them in this prayer position. On an exhale, open out, palms facing forward, goddess arms, drawing the elbows back toward one another. And then bring the palms back together, heart center. Inhale. Exhale, let them part. Move down. Inhale, back to center. Pause for an exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring them out. Goddess arms. Drawing the palms back in toward the chest. Pausing here for an exhale. Inhale. And again, once you've found this movement, you can close your eyes, allow it to become like a moving meditation. Drawing the palms together. Inhale. Feeling the energy at your palms. So this is Sagittarius is a mutable fire energy, which means it's adaptable. It means it can change form. It can be what we need it to be. And so not all fire is quick to ignite. Sometimes fire is held in those embers. Continuing this movement with the arm, building up some heat in the body, but energy in the palms as well. Maybe you've sped up the process. We'll do 2 more rounds. Finding your focus inward. But feeling that expansion outward. Last round. Step the left fingertips to the earth, reach the right fingertips up toward the sky. And here we call upon the ethereal energies through the right palm. Feeling the air at our fingertips and through the left fingertips, the earth. Rooting, feel that rooting rise. Really drawing these energies into the heart space. Bring your right hand to your right shoulder and reach the left arm around, connecting the hands behind the back. So you can also use a strap or a belt here to connect the hands. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Draw the elbows in toward the center of your body. Lift the chest and heart. Focus on your breath. Notice if other areas of the body are sympathizing. Perhaps there's tension in the knees or toes or hips. Pelvic floor, becoming aware, releasing tension in those areas. One more round of breath. We begin by releasing the right arm up toward the sky, float the fingertips down toward the earth, and then send the left fingertips up. So again, perhaps you close your eyes, drawing the ethereal energy in through the left fingertips. So this is sort of the same energy that we would draw in through the crown, a white light perhaps. Just that feeling almost of electricity, and up from the root, this grounding energy, the right fingertips, meeting in the heart space. Left hand comes to left shoulder, right arm reaches around and connect the fingertips together or connect the hands together. Notice if you're curving your back to connect the hands, try and lift the belly and straighten the spine. Feel an opening across the chest and in the arm. Relax the jaw, relax the toe. Observing this posture from the inside out. One more round of breath. And then we send the left fingertips up toward the sky and down toward the earth. Release the right arm out. Shake out the hands. And begin to walk the fingertips forward, folding over the leg. So again, here you can keep your palms on the floor, maybe draw the shoulder blades together and hinge. And stay here. Maybe your forearms come to the earth, or maybe you come all the way down, head rests on the floor. So just listening to your body, releasing tension from the knees and the ankles, the toes. Let the head hang. Walking the fingertips back to your feet. Extend the legs out wide. Fingertips next to the hips. Find your sits bones. Move the fleshy part of the bone. You can also manually move your thighs. So turning the inner thigh outward, grounding the heels, wiggle the toes. Lift the chest and heart. Walk yourself forward. So whatever this looks like for you. Walk the fingertips back. Remove anything that might be on your mat or that might get in your way. Begin to draw the right heel to the center of the left thigh, left foot behind you. And we're going to draw some circles around the body. So keeping a nice straight spine, drawing some circles around. We'll do 2 more. And on the last one, stand your hand behind your hip, lift your hips, reach the top arm up towards the sky, press your hips forward, lift the belly, and bring it down. Draw that circle around, and again, lift. Reaching out through the fingertips, opening the chest, and lift. We've got 3 more. So finding your rhythm. Fully extending up. And when you finish that, extending the left leg out long, followed by the right. Walk the fingertips forward, fold over the leg. Walk the fingertips back, left foot comes to the center of the right thigh, right foot behind. Keep the foot flexed if you can. Draw circles around the leg. Three more. And then when you come around again, planting the hand on the earth, lifting the hips, reaching the fingertips, feeling the opening in the side body. Draw that circle around. Inhale, lift. I'm running into an umbrella tree. So working with the space that you're in, we've got 3 more. Lifting those hips. And then coming down, right hand to the earth, shift over onto your knees. Coming into a table position, we'll send the right leg out long, lift the leg, bend the knee, bring the right knee into the chest. Hollow of the belly, nose to knee, send it back, bend the knee. So the sole of the foot is reaching up toward the sky, and then bring the knee in, nose to knee. Extend it out long, bend the knee, bring it in. This is the last one. We'll step the right foot forward, keep the left knee back. Coming to the top of the back foot, so we want to press the toes into the earth, making sure that that leg is coming straight out from the hip. Begin to bring your hands to the top of your right thigh. Inhale the arms up. Exhale over toward the right side. So drawing the left fingertips back, right fingertips forward, finding a twist. Draw the right hand forward and send the left hand back. Keeping your hips square. We'll keep up with this movement. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand forward, left hand back. Find your breath. And two more on each side. Send the arms up. Arch the back. Fingertips to the earth. Step it back into table. Send the left leg out long. Toes to the earth. Square the hips. Press into the top of the right foot. Lift the left leg. Bend the knee. Send the foot up toward the sky. Left knee into the chest. Hollow of the belly. And then send it back. Bend the knee. Bring the knee in toward the chest. Hollow of the belly. And then send it back. One more time. Bend the knee. Bring it in. Nose to knee. Step the left foot forward and through. Front knee over front ankle. Back leg is straight out from the hip. So feeling an opening at the top of the left thigh. Hands come to, at the top of the right thigh. Hands come to the left thigh. Deep breaths. Arms reach up. Arms reach forward. Left hand swings back. And forward. Right arm swings back. So same as the other side. Finding your balance. You can look back toward the hand if that throws off your balance. You don't have to. Finding this rhythm. Two more on each side. Send the arms up, arch the back. Fingertips to the earth, tuck the back toes under. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Forward fold. Walk the fingertips out. Nice long spine. Look up. And then exhale, fold. Releasing the crown of the head down toward the earth. Plant your fingertips and send your right foot back. Coming into a runner's lunge, square the hips, engage that whole back leg, reaching back through the heel. Step the back foot forward. Walk the fingertips out, nice long spine, and then forward fold. Yes. Let it go. Fingertips to the earth, send the left foot back. Left knee stays lifted, front knee over front ankle. Lengthen the spine. And then step the back foot forward. Fold over the leg. Grounding all four corners of the feet. Add a little bend to the knee. Spring upward all the way to the sky. And exhale your hands to heart center. Pausing here for a moment, maybe you take a drink. Maybe you close your eyes and focus on your heart space. Or focus on your solar plexus. So that cauldron of vocation, your power center. How's it feeling right now? Maybe a little bit amped up, starting to get there. All right, we'll inhale the arms up and exhale, coming into a twist, arms in line with the shoulders, left fingertips reaching back, right fingertips reaching forward, and then inhale up through center. So very similar to what we did in the lunge, except we're standing. Inhale, reach up, exhale, inhale up, exhale, into your twist. We've got one more round each side. Inhale the arms up, exhale to forward fold. Inhale, hands come to the shins or to the thighs. Roll the shoulders down the back. Lift the chest and heart, lift the belly. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, back to plank. Turning from your plank onto your right palm, stacking one foot over the other, we come into side plank. You can step the top foot forward or keep them stacked. Left fingertips reach up toward the sky. And then coming over onto plank, once again, through center, nice and strong. Left palm grounds. Right fingertips up toward the sky. Keep nice and stable in the belly. You can always step that front foot forward, come back into plank. Lift the belly up toward the sky, shift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up high, grounding the left heel. Holding here, grounding that left heel. Bend at the knee, bring the foot over toward the left side. Flexing the foot. Squaring the shoulder. Beautiful, come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest. Step the foot through. We'll inhale, rise up. High lunge. Bring the arms forward, roll the shoulders back. And again, we send the left hand back and forward. Right hand back and forward. Finding strength, you can always drop that back knee if you need to. Inhale the arms up, arch the back, sink in, plant the palms, step back into plank. Turning over onto the left palm stack, the right foot on top of the left, right fingertips up toward the sky. Move through center. Come onto the right palm. Left fingertips up toward the sky. Coming into plank. Pull the belly button up and in, shift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Ground the right heel, left leg lifts up high. Press the fingertips away from you, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the right side. Flex the foot. Coming up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest, step the foot through. Inhale, rise up. All right, let's bring the arms forward like we're stringing a bow, sending the left fingertips back, right fingertips back. Finding that familiar movement. Maybe balance is a bit of an issue here, so we're grounding first. Find your stability. One more round each side. Send the arms up. And then plant the palms, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, and exhale your hands to heart center. We're going to take 3 strong breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale the arms up, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Plant your palms back to downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to pedal out the legs. Tipping the hips toward the front of your mat, lifting them up nice and high. Send the right leg up high. Come up onto the left toes. Right foot steps forward. Drop the back knee. You can keep the toes tucked under or come to the top of the foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to plant the palms, step it back to down dog. I'm slowing it down for the first round. So lifting the right leg up high. Come up onto the left toes. Right knee comes into the chest. Step the foot through. Drop the back knee. Inhale. Lifting up. Plant the palms back to 3-legged dog. Last one, coming up onto the left toes. Right knee into the chest. Step the foot through. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back into down dog. Grounding that right heel. Lift the left leg up high. Come up onto the right toes. Left knee comes into the chest, nose to knee. Step the foot through. Drop the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back. Lifting that left leg up high. Come up onto the right toes. Step the left foot through. Drop the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms. One last time. Step it through. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale the hands to heart center. 3 strong breaths. Really let it all go. The louder you are, the more it serves you. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Step the right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside of the left foot. Walk the left toes off the mat, drop the left knee out to the side. So options here, you can tuck the back toes under, make this active, or you can come down onto the forearms if space allows, or you can stay up on the palms, bending the elbows. Find your breath. There's also the option to pulse if your back leg is lifted. So you can pulse like that, or you can settle in, listening to your hips sing. Yes, yes, yes. What are they saying? Close your eyes, listen. What's coming up? We're going to untuck the toes if the back toes are tucked. Drop the knee to the floor if it's lifted. Press into the top of the right foot and lift the knee up off the floor. Yes, there it is. Pressing into the toe knuckles. Drop the back knee. Tuck the toes under. Step it back into down dog. Walk the hands back toward the feet, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale the hands to heart center. We're going to take a slow meditative walk from the back of the mat to the front of the mat, rolling through the feet. So being really conscious here of what's going on with the feet, heel to toe. All right, so taking your first step, noticing your footfall. It's a bit of a pace change from the fast movement, but it's about being able to switch between the two. the inner and the outer world, if you will. I think I over-explained it. I ruined the mystery. Uh-oh. So just feeling that, experiencing that. It's not moving too quickly. If you've moved too quickly, go back to the back of the mat. Come up to the front. Feet hip distance apart. That's 2 fists between the arches of the feet. Measure it out. If you need to, inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Step the left foot back, left knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Plant the palms to the inside of the right foot, walk the right toes off the mat, drop the knee out to the side. So again, you can tuck this foot under and make this active, make pulse here, or maybe you bring the knee down to the earth, make it a bit more passive by bringing your forearms to the earth. My mouth is extremely dry, I'm so sorry. I'm like, wow. All right. Maybe you bend the elbows a little bit. So we're not locking the elbows for stability, we're using our muscles for stability. Listening to the hips, feeling that opening. What are they saying? Are they screaming? Do you want to swear? If you want to swear, you should just swear. If you want to scream, you should scream. Let it out. This is a fire season. This is a time to burn off things we don't need. Yeah. All right. So if your back knee is lifted, you're going to drop it down toward the earth. Come to the top of the foot, press into the toe knuckles, lift the knee up off the floor. And release. Tuck the back toes under, step back into a down dog. And begin to walk the hands back toward the feet, finding your feet hip distance apart. Walk the fingertips out, nice long spine, and then exhale to forward fold. Enjoy this forward fold. Let's move through the feet, so we're pedaling out the feet. Toe to heel, toe to heel. Rounding all 4 corners of the feet, inhale all the way up to standing, and exhale the hands to heart center. All right, let's begin to ground all 4 corners of the left foot and lift the right knee. In line with the hip, flex the foot. Palms come out to your sides or to your hips, whichever makes you feel more stable. Lift the belly, lift the chest, extend the heel out. Bend the knee. Extend the heel out and bend the knee. One more time, just like that, out. Bend the knee. Bring your arms forward. Right hand reaches back and forward. So we're going to try and just do it on one side. If your gaze following your hand is going to make you lose balance, don't do it. Finding a point to focus on. We've got 3 more. Turn out of the hip, hands come to heart center. We're coming into tree pose. So foot to the inside edge of the foot, or foot to the inside edge of the leg. And we're aiming for anything but the knee. All right, so if you want to bring your foot up towards your thigh, fun fact, that's not always advanced. If you have really open hips in the front, it's actually sometimes more challenging to keep your foot low. So a little food for thought there as we're expanding our philosophical horizons during Sagittarius. All right, I'll shut up and let you tree. Inhale the arms up. Find your peace, find your stability. Here we are, here we be. And remember that trees are connected by roots sometimes, but they're also able to stand alone, and that's energy that we are really looking for here. There's a really beautiful poem by Khalil Gibran. on love, and it talks about the oak and the cypress not growing in each other's shadow. So maybe something you want to check out. Let's draw the hands back to heart center and release the right foot, shaking out the left leg. Woo. If you're kicking off a boot, ground all four corners of the right foot. So your feet are parallel to the outside edges of your mat. Your inner thighs rotating outward, your belly lifts. Lift the left knee. Knee in line with the hip. Holding here, square your hips. Maybe use your thumbs at your, I was about to call them leg gutters. This is not your hip creases, not your leg gutters. You can call it that if you want, I suppose. Extend out through the heel and bring it back. Extend out and bring it back. Extend out and bring it back. Arms reach forward, and again, we do send the left arm back. If you can bring your gaze, if you've got the balance, bring your gaze with the arm. Otherwise, just allowing the arm to do its work. Forward and back. We've got 3 more. Hands come to heart center, turn out at the hip, foot comes to the calf. I always like to start here, or maybe your foot, maybe your big toe is on the earth if there's no balance. If you're using a wall, I encourage you to stay upright, so not lean into the wall or lean away from the wall, but stay upright, stay strong, stay tall. If you want to bring your foot to your thigh, you can do that now. Extend your arms up overhead. And this is your tree, so express whatever kind of tree you want to be. And this can be an opportunity to work through the wrists. They've done some work for you tonight. Anything you want. Dance, 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 dance. You can do that too. Silly. There is a playful energy to Sagittarius. This kind of play as well. So having a little bit of fun with your practice, perhaps. You're like, you made me sweat now. But all right. Me, I'm being too silly. Okay, hands come to heart center and release it down. Shake out the right foot. And we're going to shake it all the way to the top of our mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Plant the palms, step back into a plank. And then eyes of the elbows turn forward. You can move through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Coming down onto the earth. Arms out to your sides, palms face down. Lift the right leg, bend at the knee, and bring it all the way over to the left side. Top arm reaches up toward the sky. Draw some circles. I was going to say move into your shoulder girdle, which I think maybe that's an item of clothing. I'm not sure. Or maybe that is a thing. I don't know. Having some interesting communication issues this evening for Sagittarius. So if you want to rest your arm in one position, you can do that. Maybe your fingertips are on the earth. Maybe you want to be more restful here. Your choice. We'll begin to shift it back to center onto the belly, bending both knees, send your feet from side to side. And while you're here, take the opportunity to connect in with the heart space, connect in with the solar plexus again. That power center, how does it feel to turn that power center down to the ground? Feel that energy move out from that space all the way down to the toes. Let's send the legs out long. Let it fill up the legs. Feel that warmth. And then send the right arm out to the side in line with the shoulder. Or if that's a stretch that is easily available to you, you can vary the position of that right arm. Lift the left leg, bend the knee, bring the foot all the way over. Let your right ear rest on the earth. Left arm comes up toward the sky. Let's draw some circles. I make really weird noises when I practice. I forget that I'm on camera. So I encourage you to make really weird noises too. Honestly, there are so many weird things that get trapped inside of us that feel better if we just let them out with sound. Maybe you have a beautiful voice, maybe you sing a beautiful note, or maybe you are just a gutter creature like me and you make weird bleeding sounds. It's all good, it's all permitted. Let's begin to roll back through center and all the way over onto the back. Standing your feet mat distance apart, rocking the knees from side to side. Choose your own adventure with your arms here. I like to bring my arms up overhead. That just feels so yummy and so restful. Like I arrived and I get to finally settle into my mat, but you can choose what you want to here. We're going to start to slow this tick-tock movement with the knees and bring it into the center. Let the knees touch. Right hand to the heart space, left hand to the belly. Let's take a moment of gratitude. So finding whatever it is that you're grateful for today. Connecting with the heartbeat, connecting with the belly breath, the rise and fall of the left palm. Gratitude is the greatest armor we have in this life. It allows us to be vulnerable and strong at once, to express kindness without feeling weak, love without fear. These are the gifts of gratitude. And so as we start to take down our walls that can be barriers for the good, we raise some gratitude around us, allowing the good both in and out. Feeling that energy surround you, feeling your heart rate slow, your breath becomes slower. Feel this energy radiate out from your body. Between root and crown, there is a pillar of energy. We can start to call back whatever fragments we've left out there in the universe. Maybe we've given away some of our own personal power, either by accident or willingly, but we're calling that energy back into ourselves, feeling whole and complete. And from that whole and complete place, we can start to radiate out from the center. This radiant energy cannot be broken. It permeates and fills infinite space. It can expand as much as you want it to. Taking this time to feel blissful in your own energy. Grounding the left foot, begin to bend the right knee in toward the chest and bring the right heel to the center of the left thigh, flexing the foot. And you can move back and forth here, so just rocking back and forth on the lower back. Maybe you bring your arms out to your sides, fingertips to the earth, growing down some roots. Already we have some roots at the back of the head. Really feel this movement from one side of the left foot to the other. Again, eyes closed. This is meditative. Move slowly. And then the next time we come to the left, sending the right foot all the way over to the left side, standing the foot on the earth. Scoop up the left shoulder blade, place it back down. Maybe come over onto your right ear. Where can you soften? And it's at this point in our practice that maybe we begin to remember our intention. Perhaps we use this twist as a threshold moment, a time of final release before we reset. Begin to bring the legs back to center, crossing the right leg all the way over the left, stacking one knee over the other. Draw the knees into the chest. And you can continue to reach underneath the feet for the outside edges of the feet. So your palms come to the arches of your feet. Drop the shoulders back down toward the earth and take a reclined cow face. Or you can continue to rest your hands just on that right shin, just above the right knee. Breathing into the right hip. So everyone has a different level of openness in that hip, listening to what it is that you need here. Begin to drop the left foot to the earth, uncrossing the leg. Let the knees drop into center. Take this moment to ground. Fingertips to the earth, knees together. Fully connect with every part of the body that is now touching the earth. Feel it supported. Breathing that grounding energy up with each inhale through the tissues of the body. Let the knees part. Begin to draw the left knee in toward the chest. And then guide the left heel to the center of the right thigh, flexing the foot, taking a figure four position. And again, maybe you bring your arms out to your sides as you gently rock from one side to the other along the lower back, taking the knee down toward the earth and then the foot. We want a natural curve in the spine here. So nothing too flat, nothing too curved. If something starts to throw off that balance, rein in the movement a little bit. Take it a bit slower, eyes closed, meditate it. Feeling the roll from one side of the foot to the other. Just like we did when we were walking from the back of the mat to the front of the mat, except from one side of the foot to the other. Next time we come over to the right, the left foot comes all the way to the floor. Standing your foot on the earth, letting that right knee drop down. Scooping up the right shoulder blade, place it back down, come into your left ear. Here you are. You have arrived. I don't know what that means to you, but you made it. Relaxing the inner thigh, relaxing the knee. What are you holding onto? Name it. Let it down into the earth. You're so supported here today. And because we're working with the element of fire, if it doesn't feel like you can ground it, you can burn it. Name whatever needs to be released. This is your reset. Burn it. Maybe in your mind's eye, you write it on a piece of paper, burn it. Send those ashes into the ground. They're going to nourish and nurture all the new things that you're bringing into your world. So we begin to bring ourselves back to center, crossing the left leg all the way over the right. Draw the knees into the chest. You can rest here, stay here, or reach underneath the feet for the outside edge of the feet, drawing the feet apart, stacking one knee over the other, dropping the shoulders down toward the earth. Nice long neck. So again, it's whatever you need. And you can experiment. So maybe you can do one of the postures, but it's not right for you today. Asking, what do I need? And then seeking it. What do I need? And seek. You are free to wander through the season of Sagittarius. It is encouraged. It is in the spirit and flow of things for you to wander and explore and seek. And so as we begin to release the right foot to the earth, bringing the knees out wide, the feet out wide, maybe one last time, sending the knees in this tick-tock motion from side to side. Begin to slowly bring the legs out long. Eyelids become heavy, heavier and heavier, heavier until your eyes close. And I will ask you a question. You will accept the first answer that comes to you. What is it that you seek? Perhaps you need that question asked again. And so I will ask it twice more. What do you seek? Allowing yourself to swallow the answer, to feel it move down through the throat chakra, opening door, and down into the heart space, where you feel the truth of this answer. What do you seek? Eating the answer, feeling it cleanse and clear the throat as it moves down into the heart space, and it moves out with the pulse and connects with the breath. And say it to yourself 3 more times, what it is that you seek. Each time sending it out, down to the toe, out to the fingertips and up to the crown of the head, filling yourself with the truth of what you seek. Feel the earth rise up to meet you and hold you in this space. As you fall into a natural breath and relax every muscle in your body, melting into the earth. You feel yourself become the space between. You may now meet one of our guides, one of your guides. Asking them for advice or guidance through this next season, through these next weeks. People, places, or things that may be relevant to your journey. If you wander off, remember your guide, remember your breath, remember the space between your eyebrows, and come back. Begin to deepen your breath. Taking longer inhales and longer exhale. Thanking whatever guides, energies, entities, ancestors are with you at this time, making plans to return if that is needed. Remembering that our guides are like everyone else. We can talk to them as we would anyone else. We can make plans with them just like we would a friend, a family member. And if you have taken another form in this meditation, bringing yourself back into your body, rub the thumbs over the fingertips. Until you begin to feel warmth. And then send the fingers out wide, palms facing up. Stretch out through the fingertips, stretching as much as you can. Turning the palms down toward the floor. Grounding into each fingertip, pressing into each one. Begin to send your left ear toward the floor. Keeping the chin up and down. Rolling your head back through center, turning the right ear to the earth. Keeping the chin up and down. Pointing and flexing the feet. Begin to squeeze the toes in toward the feet and then release, stretch them out. Squeeze them in and release. One more time, squeeze them in and release. Send your arms out overhead, point the toes, take a nice big stretch. Feeling your back arch here. Breathe into that stretch. Hold the breath in for the count of 5. And release. 2 more times like that, stretching out long. And release. Last one. When you reach that full breath in and you can't breathe in anymore, hold for the count of 5. And release. Stand your feet on the earth, mat distance apart, rocking the knees from side to side. Waking up the spine. Now, back in the room even more. Back into your body. Fully integrating. Turn over onto your right side into the fetal position, reaching the right arm alongside the ear to rest here. Your moment of transition. Taking this time to thank yourself for your practice. This is a moment to receive love from yourself. You've already given it. Now it's time to receive. I love the heck out of myself today. And pressing into the palm, shift over onto your knees, keeping the knees together. Bring your arms to your sides, palms face up, taking a child's pose, grounding the third eye into the mat. So if your third eye does not reach the mat, you can bring a block or a pillow underneath. But we want to ground the space between the eyebrows. Bending the hips back toward the heels, breathing into the back body, feeling that opening between the ribs. Nice deep breath in. And we ground our third eye to balance and to trust. A grounded third eye trusts itself. And when we balance our intellect with our intuition, we know that we can make choices and decisions that align with our highest and greatest good. So breathe into this feeling. Feel that third eye ground. And though we may be reaching into the outside world for wisdom, for new traditions, for new things to learn, we still want to have a fully integrated inner navigation system to know who we are so that the outside world does not carry us away from ourselves. Staying in alignment by balancing this third eye space, feeling that trust. And when you're ready, begin to rise up to seated, finding a comfortable seat, whatever that means. Maybe you sit back on the heels, maybe you come into legs crossed, maybe your legs are out in front of you. Softening the eye, softening your gaze or closing the eye, letting the shoulders roll down the back. We turn our palms forward and we see before us a circle of people. As large or as small as we want it to be. And we envision people we feel are in need of connection, ourselves included in this circle. And we all begin to receive from the center of the circle connection, from the root that connects us all, and from the song that sings the universe. This powerful feeling of connection enters the palms and runs through the arms into the heart space, filling the heart, filling the body. And when we ourselves are full of this connection, we begin to receive through the right and give through the left around the circle. An endless flow of energy. We see that we do not need to squirrel away or store any of this energy, that it comes as fast as it goes. It goes as fast as it comes. We receive through the right and give through the left around the circle, feeling this true connection. Kindness, compassion, community, empathy, support, all of the ways in which we are not alone. We feel and receive this energy in through the right and out through the left. We feel the love and healing energy move through our body. And we know that everything we've experienced here today is available to us simply by connecting with the heartbeat, connecting with the breath, and connecting with the memory of this feeling. Drawing your hands to your heart. Everything you need is always already inside of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Always.